Hey guys, welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. How are you doing today? You having a good day? Hopefully, you're having a great day so far today. So far. All right, so we got an update. We've got to get up to level 32 to unlock all the new stuff here in career mode. I have no access to the new stuff and I want to build with it. So we need to get some repairs going. We need to get some builds going on so that we can start ranking up. We're here in the beautiful Aorus workshop. I don't know that we'll always stay in the Aorus workshop. I may go back to just the default workshop. I kind of like how it looks. It's cozy, it's nice, but this place is so cool. I talked about it in the update video. If you missed the update video where we got updated to version 1.9 and I walked around this beautiful workshop, I'll put a link up in the upper right hand corner. You can go check that out. But let's get started. Let's get into our email. Let's find some stuff to do. Let's start with this build. It says, good day. I need a new computer if you're available. Couldn't play Fable Fortune before. Hopefully we'll be able to soon. I need it before 10 days. data components are meant to be the bomb. I like nice and shiny new components. I look forward to hearing back from you, Ed. All right, so he's got a budget of $3,750 to play Fable Fortune at minimum spec. I'm sure we can make that happen. Let's go ahead and accept that one. And then let's do more FPS. Let's do this one. It says, Dear Sir Madam, I need you to try and get more power from my PC through overclocking. Oh, I do enjoy overclocking. I do. Please install custom water cooling on the CPU. Please, can you overclock the CPU to 4,225 megahertz? You think you get that all done in 9 days? I've noticed it sometimes runs a bit slow too. I was on PC Bay the other day and saw some awesome plastic green cables. Regards, Edna. So a budget of $1,100 to install custom water cooling for the CPU and to overclock that CPU to 4,225 megahertz. Let's go ahead and accept that one. Let's take a look at these stats real quick, just because I'm curious. Okay. Well, let's go back to this build. I want to order these parts first. Let's go to Fable Fortune. Minimum spec needs 2 gigs of RAM, 2 gigs of VRAM, 4 gigs of storage. A Ryzen 3, a 1300X, and a GTX 1050. Pretty sure we're going to be able to build something a whole lot nicer than that for their budget of $3,750. Bet we can even beat, this is basically the same specs. Bet we can even beat the recommended specs very easily. So I'm going to step away. I'm going to get some parts for this build, put into the shopping cart, and I will be right back. For this Fable Fortune build, we're going to go with the MSI MEG X570 Godlike motherboard, a Ryzen 7 3800X, an NZXT Kraken Z73, that is the 360mm AIO water cooler, 4 sticks of ADATA Spectrix 8 gig, 3600 megahertz RAM, an MSI RTX 2080 Super Gaming X Trio. That's one of the new cards that was just recently added to the game. We're also going to put a 2TB Seagate Barracuda, a 2TB ADATA XPG Spectrix M.2 drive, 850 watt ADATA power supply. We're going to put all of that in the Ragen Tech Payne. Payne? I don't know. I never know how to pronounce that word. I don't know. All right, let's go check out this upgrade. So the PC stats, obviously you cannot overclock with this Arctic Alpine AM4 passive cooler. I'm amazed that the thing doesn't overheat as it is. That power supply is probably fine. That is some super fast RAM. And a decent graphics card. Yeah. You guys know how I feel about hard drives, right? As a boot drive. It's no good. It's no good. In a game or in the real world. Don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Let's close out. Will it run? Let's open up the custom water cooling shop because we just need to order some custom water cooling parts. Actually, I need to make sure because they want green, or Edna wants plastic green cables. I need to make sure I have plastic green cables. I have ribbon plastic green. That's probably gonna work. Tight plastic plain green. Sleeved plastic plain green. You know what? Let's just add those to the cart. Just in case. Just in case. Okay, I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna get some water cooling parts put into this shopping. Can't even talk. Put into this shopping cart, and I will be right back. For the water cooling parts for Edna's computer, we're gonna go with an EK nickel block, an Alpha Cool ice beacher. I believe it's German. I don't know. I don't know German, unfortunately. Anyway, we're gonna go with that reservoir, and we're gonna go with an EK 360 millimeter radiator. Let's go ahead. Let's order all of this for next day delivery and buy it now. Let's make sure this is for next day delivery. We'll buy it now. Let's make sure we accepted both of these. Let's go end our day. We can get on our parts and we can get to work. Do we end our day over here? I have no idea. I don't know anything about this. Don't want to leave. Okay, there we go. All right. And go to work. Okay. So, this must be our parts. So this is where our parts come in. Excellent. Must have gotten some things from a PC Bay. I'm going to sprint over here. Let's grab Edna's computer. We'll put that over here. And then let's grab the case for our build. We'll put that over here. Now, here is where this is I haven't done anything in this workshop really. So, I've got to figure out where everything takes place. But let's get started. Let's get started on this build here. This upgrade. Get this case taken apart. Let's see. Do we need to take off the other side? I don't think so. I think everything's going to take place over here. Let's get this terrible passive cooler off. We can get some thermal paste on there, and we can go ahead and grab our CPU block. Let's do fits this PC. That'll make things a little bit easier. We've got the EK nickel CPU block going on there. Let's grab our radiator. We've got the 360 millimeter EK reservoir. Radiator, not reservoir. Radiator. We're using an Alpha Cool reservoir. It's this one. The ice beacher. However you say that. Somebody let me know down in the comments if you know German. Spell it phonetically for me or something. Okay. All right, let's pipe this thing. How do we want to do this? Looks like we need to remove all these red cables. You know, let's do that before we pipe this up. Let's get all of these red cables gone because they want green plastic cables. Green plastic cables. So, we bought some. We've got a green plastic plain, a ribbon plastic plain. We've got the sleeved. We've got the tight plastic plain. Let's see what the tight plastic looks like. Oh, that's kind of nice. That is kind of nice. Missing cables. Aha. Missing from down here at the bottom of the case. There we go. Make that go away. I can't tell. I can't tell which one of these is in or out. It doesn't show up. I know it says it. It just doesn't show up. I'm thinking maybe this is in. Uh-oh. That's not what I meant to do. Thinking maybe this side is the inlet. What about here? Does it say? That says out. Okay. So we're going to run from there to over there. Or maybe we'll run from there up into there. But let's figure out what kind of piping we want. Do we have any green? We do. Maybe it'll match that. Do we have... I don't think I have green fittings. Oh, I do. I do. Let's give them green everything. Green everything. Okay, so let's run from the out port here. We're going to run in over here. Yeah. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Calm down. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the layout of that. So let's go ahead and accept that one. Then we're going to run from here to what I'm hoping is the import on the CPU. I think I'm happy with that. Let's go ahead and accept that. Oh, look at that. It goes right through that cable. It goes right through there. Then we're going to go from here into the reservoir. This ought to be pretty simple to make this work. Let's see. I'm actually pretty okay with that because this case has a bunch of crazy angles. I want to try to make this tubing a little angular to match. Okay, let's get some coolant. Should we go with green? Oh, yeah. Definitely green. Definitely. While that's running through, let's close this case. I'm going to get the parts, the case parts, put back on. Because once this is done, we're going to fire this thing up. And we're going to overclock it. Probably need to check it for viruses as well. So while we're doing all this, I'm going to get a USB drive in. It says it's ready to boot, so let's power it on. Well, let's hop into the BIOS. Now let's just go straight for the CPU overclock. Let's see, they wanted it at, what was it, 4225? Let me check just to be sure. 4225. 4225. Let's take this up to 1.6 volts. Let's turn the XMP on. Let's let this thing restart. Okay, well, let's get OCCT on here. Oh my, this is slow. And we need the virus scanner. Alright, let's scan for viruses first. 470. Let's get that cleaned up, and then let's run OCCT. Let's see if this overclock is stable. Hopefully it is. So far it seems to be. It looks like it's basically done here. Okay, I think we're good. It says to place it in the delivery area. So let's grab this thing. Let's go set it over here. And we'll get started on this Fable Fortune build. Get the case taken apart. This case is huge. Huge case. Let's Let's get our motherboard. We've got the MSI MEG X570 Godlike motherboard. We will get that installed. Get this thing ready for RAM and CPU. Getting 4 sticks of RAM. And a Ryzen 7 3800X CPU. We're going to go ahead and put that CPU in. We're going to grab our RAM. It's all the way down here at the bottom. It is the ADATA Spectrix D80 8 gig 3600 megahertz. Got 4 sticks of that going in. There we go. While we're here, let's get some storage. We've got the ADATA XPG Spectrix S40G 2 terabyte M.2 drive. It is RGB, but unfortunately this motherboard doesn't have any M.2 slots that aren't covered. So we'll never see it. We'll never get to see it. Get some thermal paste on the CPU. Let's grab our cooler. It is the NZXT Kraken Z73. It's going to mount right here. Let's come around to this side of the case. Let's get our other storage on here. We've got a 2 terabyte Seagate Barracuda drive. It can go right there. We need to get our power supply. It is an ADATA XPG Core Reactor 850 watt power supply. Should be more than enough for this build. Let's get our graphics card. It's the MSI RTX 2080 Super Gaming X Trio. That's a nice looking card. Nice card. All right, let's cable this thing up. Let's do maybe some red and white. This MSI card has some red on it. And some white. And I'm sure it's RGB. Let's get everything cabled up, though. There we go. And we'll go ahead and get the USB drive installed. Let's see if this thing powers on. Oh, yeah. Hop into the BIOS. Turn on the XMP. Make sure we're booting from the M.2 drive. We'll let the operating system get installed. Let's get the lighting app on. I don't think we need anything else. It's basically saying it's done, but I want to change some colors. So let's select everything except for, well, is that the, oh, that's, I think that's the monitor we're using. I think it's the monitor. Let's go with static. And then let's get something red-ish. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I like the way that looks. Let's get this backside panel put on. These panels are so dark, it makes it very hard to see what's inside, but there's what it looks like. There's what she looks like. All right, let's get this thing over here into the delivery area. It's not a hallway here, it's just a delivery area. And we'll come over here, we'll collect some money. So, we've got this upgrade and overclock. Let's collect that one. 5 stars. CPU is super cool now. System's really quiet and boots up so much faster. Well, excellent. Excellent. All right, let's find our build. And let's collect that one. 5 stars. They're good at building PCs. Okay. So we leveled up to a 32. And we've unlocked 3rd gen Ryzen processors. Intel Comet Lake processors. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090. And all this stuff's available in the shop right now. The Ryzen 3 3100, the i3 at 10320, 10300, the 10100, the Celeron 5900 and 5920. Did I even need to rank up all the way? Hopefully they're going to unlock some more stuff. Well, I guess there's still some cases and some other things, some RAM that needs to unlock. But it looks like half of everything unlocked here. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Let's take a look at these daily deals. Let's see. We need some parts. We need some parts so that we can make some money. Let's buy that. I don't care for that. Let's see, an i5 9600K, an RX 570. That doesn't seem like a great price on that. Let's get it. Let's get it. And I don't want a 970. That's old tech. That is old tech. All right, and we got more emails for more episodes. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get notified as soon as a video goes live. Also, if you want to help support this channel and you want to check out some behind the scenes stuff, go check out my Patreon. There is a link down in the description. You can go check that out. There are tiers for every price range. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Be sure to wash your hands, and I will see you in the next episode.